Let's make sautéed buljol, which you can also refer to as a fry-up or a stir-fry buljol or fried saltfish dish. Perfect for breakfast, lunch, or dinner with coconut
This
base.
is 1 pound of salted fish or bacalao, saltfish as we refer to it in Trinidad, that I soaked overnight. Before soaking, you need to rinse off all the visible salt on the surface. So I rinsed it, soaked it overnight, and changed the water several times. The salt content has decreased drastically, but I want to tenderize it, break up the flakes, so I'm going to boil it for a couple of minutes. Now I'll place it in the pot, boiling water. Bring it to a boil and boil it for about 10 to 15 minutes. And the heat is on high. While that's boiling, use your time efficiently and prep your ingredients. I have 1 teaspoon of thyme leaves, fresh thyme leaves. Fresh is always best. About a tablespoon of minced garlic. This is 2 very large cloves of garlic. Half cup of chopped scallions, also known as green onion or chives, and 1 cup of chopped onion, about 1 small, and hot pepper. I also have chopped pimento that I saved from the summer in the freezer. I take out 1 of these containers and use it for 2 to 3 weeks in the fridge. So this is chopped pimento peppers. Use fresh if you have it. Omit it if you don't have. Just about a teaspoon. You know it's ready when it's starting to break apart. Take off the stove and strain. You want to strain out as much moisture as you can. Leave it for a couple of minutes to air dry. Meanwhile, you can flake it just by breaking it up with a fork. Not too fine because it will continue to break up in the pot. Place the stove back on. Allow the pot to dry. Oil as much as you feel comfortable with, about 4 to 6 tablespoons, because saltfish absorbs oil. Use good quality oil. I'm using extra virgin olive oil. Even though it's salted fish, you can keep it healthy. Once the oil is hot, you add in the onion and the hot pepper. Cook it until the onion becomes translucent and very aromatic. About 2 minutes. In a traditional buljol, it's not stir-fried. My nana never stir-fried it, so there are several ways of making it. The first one, which I've already shared, is boiling it, shredding, and adding the ingredients to it, finishing it off with some good quality olive oil. And in this method, we are stir-frying the onion. For those who don't like raw onion taste or who just need a variation. Variety is the spice of life. My job is just to show you several ways of doing the same thing or achieving delicious results. Next, I'll add the garlic. Might as well add all the ingredients in now. Make things easy. No need to complicate life. It's difficult as it is. Again, stir fry for 1 minute to allow it to release all its flavors. Stir to help all those flavors to meld. Smells very aromatic. Eliminate the hot pepper if you don't like spicy. I know as we get older, people tend to suffer from heartburn and stomach issues, so you can eliminate the pepper. I'd like to prevent those issues from happening, so I think I'm going to start decreasing hot pepper in my cooking during the week. On weekends, it will be a different story. You know, you're ready to move on to the next step when the aroma is at its pinnacle. It starts to smell heavenly and everything looks well combined. It begins to stick to the pot. So let me get the saltfish. Next I'll add the boiled and flaked salted fish. The heat is on high. Stir fry. scraping down the bottom and the sides to prevent burning or over browning of the garlic. And at this point you're just stir frying it just for a minute or two. It's a very quick dish. At this point you can also taste the salt. But one more tip, after boiling for the first time, I want you to taste it, and if it's still too salty, just rinse it under running water or boil it again. Different brands of saltfish may vary in the salt level, so just be aware of that and work around it. It's beginning to stick, and this is why we needed ample oil in this dish. We don't want anything too dry. We're aiming for flavor. So taste. Yummy. Very good. Add some black pepper. I have changed the spoon because it's sticking. It's done. But I want to just scrape off that brown bits on the side. That is additional flavor. That's the Maillard effect. I'm going to take the heat off. I'm going to mash it to meld the flavors a little more. Add pepper, more onions if you like. I love a lot of onions in this. And that's it. So simple and so delicious. I'm going to show you what I'm going to enjoy it with now. And finish off with a touch of black pepper. Really balances the dish. That's it. Enjoy. Perfect for weekend breakfast, brunch, lunch or dinner. I could eat it any time.
That's all there is to it, my sweet friends. I love to keep the flavors of this fried saltfish or fried buljol simple with simple ingredients. You can enjoy this delicious dish with fry bake, coconut bake, pot bake, or sada roti. All those recipes are already on my blog. I'll leave the link to those below. And if you're curious as to what type of bread it's being served with here, this is my newest creation, a coconut bread. It's currently one of my absolute favorite breads. This one is a day old, but I assure you it's soft, fluffy, and super delicious. Recipe coming soon. Until next time, cook, share, love, and enjoy. Bye-bye.